Hello students, today we will discuss about a very special art form that was practiced by our grandparents and is still done even today. Well, back in the olden days, most Nagas practiced art in some form. That's right, art. And by art, does not just mean paintings or drawings. Art can be a sculpture, a beautiful headgear, a pattern on your traditional shawl, and lots more. We are fortunate that there is one art form that has survived since the olden days and it is still practiced today. Which art form do you think that is? Well, it's the art of basket weaving. Who ever thought making baskets would be an art, right? But once you hear about how it's made and all the different types of baskets that our grandparents used for different purposes, you will realize their importance and value. Did you know that in the olden days, basket weaving was a craft only for men? One of the reasons for this was that bamboo, which was the main material, was mostly found outside the village gates. It was dangerous to go out gathering bamboo alone because enemies could be nearby. There was also a superstitious belief that if women did work that was meant for men, like making baskets, the village could face misfortune. This meant that men had the privilege as well as the responsibility of making these crafts. Young boys would slowly learn the techniques of basket making from their seniors and elders. By the time they reached adulthood, every Naga man could make different types of baskets for his home. How many different types of baskets do you think they made? Well, there are many. In fact, so many that we cannot discuss every single one today. But let's look at a few that were very widely used. Some of them are still used very often even today. Firstly, there are regular baskets that we use to store things at home. These baskets are usually not too big or too small. They're the right size for storing fruits and vegetables. One of the most useful types of baskets is the one that we carry on our backs, with a strap that goes on our head. It is commonly known by the local name Kang. Different tribes have specific names for these baskets. The Changs call it Un, the Aus call it Ko, Semas call it Akko, etc. The design and shape of kangs differ according to region or tribe and its usages. Some kangs have flat bottoms so that you can place it upright on the ground, while others come with pointed bottoms. They look like giant ice cream cones. Tightly woven baskets are usually used to carry grain, while some are used for field work or to carry water. The barrel-shaped kangs are usually used to carry heavier loads like stones, woods, etc. There are also winnowing baskets. These baskets are usually flat like a plate, but much larger. You flip and toast the rice grains on this flat basket to separate the husk or the cover of the grain. The wind blows away the lighter husk and the heavier rice grains fall back to the basket. A very important item in a traditional Naga house is the giant rice basket. They are used as containers for storing all the rice that the family gets in harvest. The rice could be stored safely for a long time in these big baskets. There are more baskets that are made for utility purpose, such as the ones that scoop and trap fish up from the rivers. Those that are hung over the kitchen hearth to store dry meat or vegetables. These basket weaving techniques are still alive today. They have been passed down for many generations. How do you think they made these baskets in those days? Basket weavers use only a few simple tools. One is the Naga machete or dao. The other important tool is one made of animal bone. In those days, they would take a thin bone and sharpen it till it was pointed like a nail. Today, most people have replaced the traditional old tool with a metal pick. Some weavers may use small knives and other sharp blades to cut or smoothen the bamboo strips. Now, let us find out how a basket is woven. The first step to making anything is to collect the raw materials and get ready with the tools, right? The main materials used in making baskets are bamboo and cane. The weaver uses a dowel to split the bamboo into strips. These strips are further split into thinner strips that are all the same size. For this, they sometimes use a piece of iron with small holes in it. When the strips are inserted into the hole and pulled out the other side, they get shaved uniformly. The basket maker will take the strips and weave them together. Every strip must pass through several other strips in a crisscross manner. Weavers usually start with the flat bottom of the basket. Then, they'll start making the sides and walls of the basket. The weaver then uses the bone or metal pick to pick or push the thin bamboo strips through small corners or holes when making the basket. Even the weaving pattern can be different depending on the weaver's technique and the purpose of the basket. Some may have bigger gaps between the strips, others have strips that slant towards each other. There are also some that look like geometric shapes from your maths textbook. At every stage and in every step of basket weaving, the weaver takes a lot of care to make sure that every strip is inserted correctly. This means that it takes a lot of time to make these baskets. So, the next time you see a Naga basket, remember that the Naga basket is a work of a true artist. If you ever get the chance to see a basket being made in real life, don't miss the opportunity to stop and learn. Let us appreciate, preserve, and learn this beautiful basket weaving. It is our duty and privilege to keep our rich, unique culture and tradition alive.